glad to have you with us from Schumann Stadium in Muncie, Indiana. Early season momentum at stake here as we have a Week 2 clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Thunderbirds and the Ball State Cardinals. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe will be keeping an eye on things on the sideline. And the Cardinals headed for the ball, and we are ready for action. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jenkins. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Now the Thunderbirds offense will get first crack at it today. And here comes the junior running back. The ground game on him to pick up those tough yards and take care of the ball. Jackson gonna throw it. Here comes the heat. And they got it.
We were talking to the defensive coaching staff coming into this game tonight, and they said we really feel good about our pass rush. We feel like we've got guys up front that can win one-on-one. We've got to let these guys hunt. We've got to let them eat, and they're doing it on the first play of the game, getting a sack.
From the gun, running back gets to give. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. And it's the Thunderbirds want to pick up the tempo. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Working on the right. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Wide receiver going in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Thunderbirds with a second and short to keep this drive moving. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. It'll be a run on third and short. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the first down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in these short yardage situations, knows where that first down marker is, and he's able to get those hidden yards in piles, driving his legs to help keep this drive alive.
Got a man, it's Dorsett. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Eighth play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a third down conversion. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Jackson will throw. Slings it downfield. Finds a man in the middle. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
There's so many offensive coordinators script those first 10 to 15 plays. Well, his has been gold. Great first drive, moving the ball down the field, now set up to punch it in. A first and goal situation. Opening drive masterpiece.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Face mask penalty cost the D 15 yards and a first down. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. On the option. Now the pitch. And that one will go and reverse the defense all over that pitch on the option. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Not finding any running room, and I think that loss is going to give back what they gained on the previous play, and now it's third down. They've held the ball forever. Relentless drive, but what a win for the defense if they can force a field goal. Touchdown, Thunderbirds! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, great first drive by this offense. Capped off, 3rd and goal situation. A lot of times thinking run. They got a perfect play scripted. Take advantage of the defense, get the passing touchdown, and get this party started right.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Ball State's offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. Running the show is Keldrick Luster. They nabbed him in the offseason after he played earlier at Texas State. He got roughed up in that last loss, sacked 6 times and threw 3 picks. Goes to the option. Now the toss. Picks up the first down. The hops. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
And he slides down, and he got just enough to pick up the first down.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Makes the grab. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the catch. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. The Cardinals are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He is denied, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Cardinals! Extra point here will tie the game. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Out of the end zone. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the 2nd quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll go to the counter. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. And it's the Thunderbirds who are in the hurry up. Jackson gonna throw it. Got his man. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
The Thunderbirds will bring the punt team onto the field. Catches it at the 15. Makes a move. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on second down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
Off the play fake on first down. Unleashes one. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
Love the boys on that play. You saw when he escaped the pocket, he was on the move. He didn't take his eyes from looking downfield. He kept reading the coverage, located a receiver, and picked up a huge chunk play.
And the Cardinals will line it up on 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. Maybe a crease. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. Run in the red zone. It's Horton. And he's in. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. And it's the Thunderbirds want to crank the tempo.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Sends it back in motion. Jackson will throw. Flips it out in the flat. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Thunderbirds will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's got it. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge game. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. The Cardinals can really attack on this 2nd and short. Running inside. It's Horton. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Rides the option, he keeps it. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that 1st down.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Obviously, this quarterback is a huge part of their rushing attack, and you've seen that early in this game. He's been very, very productive running the ball. Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes it's on scrambles like what you just saw, but with his speed, he makes it so difficult on a defense.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. And the Cardinals, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Now from inside the red zone. Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They march 78 yards down the field, and they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Jenkins. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. Getting late here in the 1st half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And it's such a good opportunity to cut it to a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the 2nd half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Jackson gonna throw it. He hurls one deep down the left side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back. He's at the 30.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the 1st half, because the offense is trying to march down the field and trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the 1st half.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. Wideout trying to get it in. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a 1st down. Obviously didn't like what he saw on 1st down, and they used a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Timeout taken by the offense as their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Touchdown, Ball State. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Coming out with it, it's Jenkins. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sidelines. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Jackson will throw. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Takes it the other way. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Ball State. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. Go, go! Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Fellas, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 6 team, the Texas Longhorns.
On the move from inside his 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. What do they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
Guys, I caught up with the Ball State head coach at the half. He is thrilled with the play of his quarterback. No turnovers right now. They have been clean and efficient on offense. They've got a lead. Let's see if they can continue that here in the third quarter. I'll keep you posted on the vibe down here on the sidelines coming up. Back to you.
All right, Holly. What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they've got it 1st and 10 from the 28. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
He'll toss it. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
From the red zone, it's Horton. Could be an alley. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. The Cardinals will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals! On the sideline, got it in the end zone. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season.
And this offense has really responded after last week. Last week, man, the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road and win. Come back home, you feel confident, you're in your routine, have answered the bell, took charge of this game late, and looking to go 1-0 this week.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting it 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. They got him to jump. The defense got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 1st down. Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. The easy way to convert on third down, the penalty moves the sticks. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And it's the Thunderbirds. Can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll send the back in motion. From the gun to give, looking for room. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Thunderbirds are facing 3rd and inches. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Maybe some room here. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And it's the Thunderbirds are rolling down the field. Jackson gonna throw it. Fires it. Got his man on the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Thunderbirds go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Kennedy. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. Off play action. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job. There's no gain on the play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Turning it on. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there. And it's the Thunderbirds come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They send the tight end in motion. They'll keep it on the ground. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Thunderbirds!
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
And he added the extra point.
Number 97, set to advance on the football.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the move, it's Horton. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The whistle blows to stop the clock as they check on an injured Cardinal on the play. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Catch in the middle, it's Hamilton. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. With answers on this possession, and now another first down. They're going back to the ground. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. We've reached the break. Ball State has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Wide open downfield. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
Yeah, and I like this offense keeping the foot on the gas. You got to lead by a couple scores, but keep the foot on the accelerator. Nice job. Another big play down the field for this offense.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The option look. The pitch. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. They go to the draw. He's a tough, crafty back, but he couldn't find his way to the marker, and it'll be 4th down. They'll send out the kicker here. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. It's good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He's going to be a little bit short of that 1st down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting Pat.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Snap to the back. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Do you think that was a straight go, or they just sort of went with gut feel as to whether the defense was going to relax on that 4th and 1?
I don't know, but I know this. As a coach, I'm not giving a lot of freedom for gut will on their own side of the field if we're going to go for it on 4th down. I think they probably understood, listen, it's 4th and 1. I like our chances to get 1 yard, and they went for it, and by the way, they got it.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. After the miscue, 1st and 15 for this offense. Snap in the shotgun. Here's the pressure. He gets away. Short gain on the play before he slides.
These are the plays that don't show up in the stat books, right? Like a great job. Look at him. He does an awesome job. Instead of taking the sack, clearly wanted to throw the football, scrambles around, get some positive yards. It doesn't go down as a huge gain, but these are the plays that get you W's.
They'll run the counter. Creates a little space. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
A huge gain. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and had a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. Got the first down with the throw, and he'll get more after taking that shot. It'll be a roughing penalty. That roughing call probably stems from frustration as this guy has cut them into pieces. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Encroachment defense.
The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. Line gets set, first down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Encroachment defense.
Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. They'll line up for a second down play. It's a draw. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The Thunderbirds line it up with a 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Tough to get a rhythm off the bench, and the first one is incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and get into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough.
And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
Well, trailing by as much as... the 4th quarter, no big surprise. They're going to go onside kick, and obviously their opponent was ready for it. They hop on the football, and they're going to ice this game.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
They knock him down at the 40, but he picks up 5, and it'll be enough for a first down. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hoover. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. The defense expects you to run the ball. You just did it the previous play, so there you dial up play action, set up an easy throw, and you keep the clock ticking.
Nice pick up on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the fourth quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game, being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
He's open on the right. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Salt into her wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
And he's going to try to return this one. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves. And
intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Finally brought down the one play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback extends the play. Snagged out of the air. And they're able to get him down. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Makes the grab on the left. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
And the point after is good. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And after this play, the cake will be baked. The give on the counter. Breaks into the open. Going to try to make it to the end zone and put a little window dressing on this one. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute, get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports